The king is dead! What happened? No one really knows, but what we do know is that he's gone, and there are only two people who can take his place, you or your opponent. But you'll need the support of the 5 factions of the realm if you want to take the throne. This is Claim, which was designed by Scott Alms and published by White Goblin Games. Hi everybody, my name is Nick Murphy of the Brothers Murph, and we are here with Board Game Geek, and today's In Focus is sponsored by the Board Game Geek store. Well, I have a pretty good relationship with the dwarves, and I think I can win them over, so let's get this game down to the table to go in focus on Claim. Claim is a 2-player trick-taking game where the players will be trying to win majorities in each of the 5 factions of the realm. Claim is broken into 2 rounds. The game scores at the end of the second round, and the first round is all about setting yourself up for the second round. All the factions will be shuffled together and players will each be dealt 13 cards. The rest of the cards will form a face-down deck and 1 card will be flipped face up. The game is basic trick-taking. One player will lead and the other player will have to play a card of the same faction if able. In the first round, the players are playing for the face-up card. The player who wins the trick will take the face-up card, and the player who loses will gain the card off the top of the face-down deck. The cards gained will go off to the side into a pile and will be used in the second round. Play will continue until all cards have been played. Then, players will have a new 13-card deck they gained during the first round and will now play another round using these new cards, though now they're playing for keeps. When a player wins a trick in the second round, they will keep both the cards in front of them and they will count towards majorities. Whereas in the first round, the cards were discarded after they were played. At the end of the second round, players will see who has won more cards in each faction, and the player who wins the most factions will win. Okay, now that is very simple trick-taking, but what I haven't mentioned yet is that the factions have special abilities, and they really change up the game. First, we have the goblins, who actually have no special ability, they're just here. Next, we have the knights. The knights always beat goblins no matter their value. Players must always follow suit, but if a goblin was led and they don't have any goblin cards, the player may want to play a knight, as a level 2 knight would beat a level 9 goblin. Undead cards don't get discarded in the first round. If a player wins them in the first round, they are counted towards their undead majority at the end of the game. Dwarves go to the loser. During the second round, the player who lost the trick collects all dwarves played in the trick. And finally, doppelgangers are considered wild. A player may play a doppelganger instead of the lead card even if they have one of those cards available to play. A doppelganger is considered to be the same faction as the lead card and can win the trick, though they do not take on the mimicked faction's special ability. Though note, if a player leads with a doppelganger, the other player must follow with one if able. And those are the 5 factions of the game. Claim is straightforward trick-taking. Lead a card and the other player must follow. But having the different factions really make you think and change up how you play. Plus the whole first round, you're just trying to set yourself up for the second round, which is the one that scores, which may include intentionally losing a trick if you don't like the face-up card and would rather just blind draw off the top of the deck. And there's a Claim 2 and expansions as well, which add more factions and other gameplay elements you can mess around with. And if Claim seems like the trick-taking game for you, make sure to check out its page on Board Game Geek to join the discussion. And if you want to upgrade your next game night, make sure to check out the Board Game Geek store. And until next time, I've been Nick Murphy. We're here with Board Game Geek, and we've been going in focus on Claim. Have a great day.